Hello everyone, and welcome back to Okami HD. I bet you thought that we weren't going to be playing this again, huh? I was just going around kind of getting a little extra items, that's why I'm all the way out here. But, since we helped Kaguya the last time, it is time to go and confront Queen Himiko, which means heading all the way back to, Cyan City, sorry. The weather's just got me all sorts of ways right now. But yeah, so that means heading back to Cyan City. So that's just what we're going to do. Also wanted to see if this guy had any more pottery for me, I guess. He does! Nice. Give. Hello. Just in time to check out my fourth masterpiece, the Auburn Neck. Go ahead and take it. Do what nature tells you to do. Well, I will. So, as you already know, we've been adding these little vases to the various statues, and when we do that, we get the flowers. So, there are multitudes of these things scattered around this area, and once you do them all, you know, there's like a whole special thingamajig for that. So we are just, you know, and you have to complete sections of the story in order to unlock these vases. So, I was also trying to do some bounties too, but I kind of got bored of that, and then Monster Hunter came out, and it was a whole thing, so, you know. But I know one of the vases is actually over here. It's actually down, and I believe, is it on this side? I think it's on this side. Yeah, it's right here. I don't know where the other one is. Maybe it's by the fireworks place. That's what I meant to say. Look how pretty! Anyways. But yeah, I would have to find the other one. So, I mean, we can go look real quick. There's really no harm in looking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Also, is that just a random-ass dip in the mountain? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. I want to go check that out. For some odd reason, it just seems odd to me. There's just this random dip in the mountain. Huh. I guess there's really nothing? Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just a random dip. It's an aesthetic choice, you guys. Anywho, alright, let's see what we got. Do we have a mermaid coin? Yes, we do. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was so worried. I was like, man, if we don't have a mermaid coin, this is gonna be a long walk. Which, I mean, granted, it's not, like, too bad, but at the same time, it's not something I personally like to deal with. So we're gonna go ahead and use our mermaid coin, and we are gonna go to Cyan City. Or at least the closest thing we can find to it, which I think we have one right in Cyan. So, should you feel Dagata, Taka, Sasa, Ryoshima, Cyan, Aristocratic Quarter. Which is fine, because we need to go to the Noble Quarter. Because we need to go talk to Miss Queen to see what she's been doing this whole time. So this will put us right where we need to be. Now, the thing with Queen Himiko's palace is that it's obviously guarded because she's royalty. And everything that we've gone through at this point is necessary because if you try and go up to her castle without anything special, right, the guards are going to stop you. So this is where it becomes important, right? We are going to use our time power so that we can get past the guards really quickly and they don't know any better, right? So now we are inside the palace with no one to stop us. So I'm just gonna break all her rocks. Which that didn't work. I'm gonna break all her rocks. Out of spite. Actually, I was kind of just hoping there was treasure, but I guess not. Either way. Oh yeah, and we do have that other astral pouch, so, I mean, it doesn't hurt to break things, because, I mean, then we can fill it, you know? Clover! Bop, 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 bop. Whee! And we need all that praise that we can get, which I forget what I was trying to level up, but either way, probably more ink, or maybe more health, who knows. But we gotta be careful, we can't get too close to the guards, because if they notice us, then we're doomed. So we just gotta be super, super careful. But it's always good to explore, kids. But yeah, no, Monster Hunter has basically taken over my life right now, with Wilds having just come out. But I finished it, so I finished the base game, now I'm just working on high rank. Now I'm able to, like, take my time with it. I kind of just wanted to get the base game out of the way, just because I know that after the base game there's only, like, so much content, that's still available, but yeah, so. I had a coworker tell me the other day that he finished Wilds in, like, 20 hours, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a pretty short game. But then he told me that he had skipped all the dialogue and had skipped, like, everything having to do with the story. And, dude, like, that just, oh, stuff like that grinds my gears. I just imagine being a game developer, right? Pouring your heart and soul into a story, yeah? You're pouring everything into making a good story, a good narrative, something that's gonna grip people, you know, and then you have this, like, you know, young kid basically just being like, yeah, I just want to hunt monsters, so I skipped all that. And, like, am I being judgy? Yeah, I am being judgy. Like, this is all there is to it. I'm gonna judge. Because, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes it is okay that there are, you know, games out there that are mindless and you don't really, like, need anything, you know, as far as, like, story and stuff. Like, that stuff, okay, there are games for that if you don't want to think, you just want to play, right? And that's fine. But Monster Hunter, I don't think is one of those games. At least I don't think that's the direction that they're wanting to take it. I forget what other game this kid played that he was mentioning that he didn't pay attention to the story, and I was just like, and the thing is I knew this was a really heavy, story-heavy game, and I was just like, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. To me, people like that, absolutely broken. I just don't get it at all. I do not understand it in the slightest. But oh well. It is what it is. But, I don't know. I always make fun of I don't make fun of the kid, I basically always, like, tease him for having shit takes when it comes to video games. So. But again, like I said, it's just, maybe it's just me because I'm old. And I mean, and I get it, like, you know, like, that's just how I like to play my games. Everybody's different, and there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I was like, are you serious right now, though? Now, there is something out here. And this was something I didn't even know existed. Let's see. I know that there's something that we can do out here, but I always forgot what it was. Or maybe it's the opposite. Okay, maybe it's the opposite. Can we not do this? Maybe we can't do it until later, though. I don't know. Because here's the thing, there's something in this space that you can do. And the thing is like, when I was a kid, I never understood, like, what this was for. And then later, I learned that it was for something. Like I said, right now, I can't think of what it is. But I know that it's an extra thing, so we'll get it eventually. Just not right now, I guess. We'll probably get the prompt for it later. Okay, so we are now in the palace. Why, it really is you. Her Majesty Queen Himiko has foreseen your coming. You must not delay, please. Queen Himiko waits on the top floor. Himiko's waiting for us? If you're really the ones Queen Himiko has been looking for, even a boiling sea of flames won't stand in your way, will it? Interesting. I think there are rats to feed here. Or, like, mice somewhere. Stray bead! But yeah, I do want to get back to Okami. I've also, like, been picking up other games as well. I've just really been wanting to just play other things. I'm not saying that my hyperfixation for Monster Hunter is dying down, it's just I don't want to get too burnt out on it. So... Holy artifacts. Scrolls drawn by artists contain useful information. Yeah. Okay, so... Whoa. What the heck? What's all this lava doing here? You may be a god now, but you'd end up a crispy critter if you fell in this stuff. But we won't give up that easy. Did Himiko really think this could stop the great Amaterasu? Why don't you just equip that thing you got? That Himiko sure is making things difficult. She must have a good reason for wanting to keep people away. Let's keep going, Emmy, but be careful. Okay, so what he's talking about is we want to equip this, our little fire starter. So we're just gonna go ahead and equip that. And then this will put an aura around us to where basically this treats the lava like water. So not really that big of a deal. A really simple trial, but obviously if you hadn't helped Kaguya, then you wouldn't have gotten the artifact, which means you couldn't, you know, do the thing. So I'm just making sure there's nothing hidden, because there's a lot of doors here. Alright. No, we don't need to save right now. There's really no reason for it. Again, just kind of searching around. I want to make sure. I don't think there would be mice in a queen's chambers, but, you know, things happen. Ooh, spoopy. Hey, Emmy. I bet that's Himiko. Looks like that freaky shut-in is praying or something. The security here was pretty tight. But nothing we couldn't handle. Yeah, you tell her, Amy. Benevolent Amaterasu, I've been waiting for you. And Isun, the traveling artist. You too, of course. Hey, how'd you know our names? Anyways, first things first. You knew about that funky mist and the water dragon, didn't you? You've got some explaining to do. Tell us what you're up to. Sob. My people, my poor people, their suffering torments me. Sickened by this mist and terrorized by the water dragon. The cries of their pain wash over me like a torrent. We know what's going on. You're tormenting the people of this city. You must be a monster feeding off the ill will it generates. Now stop stalling. Raise this grimy old curtain. Come on, show yourself, you old hag. Isun, your words are very harsh. But you're right. It was rude of me to hide my face from you. Benevolent Amaterasu, I, Himiko, the ruler of Cyan City, offer my most sincere apologies. Queen of Cyan City, Himiko. As ruler, I can't stand by and watch my people suffer. I, Himiko, will not allow this evil to darken Cyan. My prayers will not cease until we are rid of this curse. Until I have located the hateful monster's stronghold, Oni Island. What's this about a monster stronghold? Are you saying that's the source of your city's problems? Can't say I've ever heard of Oni Island, or whatever you call it. And what do you mean you're trying to locate the island? I mean, it's an island, right? It couldn't have just floated away. Oni Island is elusive. It vanishes each day at sundown, shifting to a new location. No one knows where in the vast wide ocean it will reappear. So even if I wanted to dispatch an army there, it would never arrive. You don't say. Still, why'd you stay cooped up in this room all day long? I mean, what good will it do to simply pray day in and day out? She trying to mess with us? This is the treasured crystal ball. My family, the Yamatai clan, has ruled Cyan City forever. This crystal ball has been passed down through the generations. I can foresee the future in it. It told me you were coming. And it will tell me where in the ocean Oni Island will appear next. Interesting. You could find Oni Island in a jiffy with that thing. Exposing a stronghold like Oni Island demands much holy power. But if our enemies knew about my prayers, they would stop at nothing to prevent me in my mission. That is why I have locked myself away. Prayers are our only hope. But the spearhead of the enemy's forces may already be on its way. That's a pretty good story, Queenie. But I'll go along with it. I mean, what the heck? I'd do anything for a pretty lady. Ouch! Thanks for the warning. Be careful. You cannot approach me now. By taking this crystal ball in my hand, a powerful magical barrier is erected to dispel any misfortune. You'll be struck down by divine forces if you try to approach. This crystal ball ensures my safety. Even if my enemies learn of my prayers, the barrier will protect me from their attacks. Amaterasu, I entreat you once again. Will you hear my request, the request of all my people? I mean, yeah, I guess so. The mighty water dragon now threatens the peace of the oceans. I don't know why it suddenly turned to savagery. The water dragon is the sea god, whose task is to maintain order. So though it may cause harm, we invite chaos if we try to slay it. In fact, without the water dragon, Oni Island is beyond our reach. What the heck's that supposed to mean? Quit beating around the bush and just spit it out already. The key to reaching Oni Island lies in the water dragon. Even if the crystal ball shows me the location of the island's powerful shield will prevent us from reaching it. Any attempts to break the shield will only result in our own pain. But the water dragon could break the shield with ease. It could form a bridge over the sea to the island. So you're saying that you'll reveal the location of Oni Island, and the water dragon will break the barrier around it? Is that the only way to get to the enemy's stronghold? But what about the water dragon? It's out of control, right? I seriously doubt it'll be happy to help us. That is why I must ask for your help, Amaterasu. Your powers could calm the water dragon and get it to help us. I cannot leave this palace, for my prayers require all my energy. You are the only one who can take on this important task. You gotta be kidding me! You want us to make friends with a rampaging water dragon? Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we gonna help Himiko or what? Bummer, well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that, Amy? Oh, Amaterasu, you are truly benevolent. So I entrust you with this border key. Use this key to cross the border and continue into the land beyond. You obtained border key. It is said there is a race which controls the water dragon. They live in the sea beyond the border in the Dragonian domain. They may have some connection with the dragon's recent behavior. Please calm the water dragon and open the path to Oni Island. Okay. Alright, now we have the border key, which means we can leave. Oi, oi, oi. And now we have a new section we get to go to, which means more powers. Now look at the mess you've gotten us into, Furball. Well, at least we know who's been controlling that water dragon. Let's go pay the Dragonian domain a visit. Yeah! Whoa. This camera has never been my friend. Don't even say what I think you're thinking if you watch this series. You're gonna be like, oh man, this is gonna be another place where she says, oh, this is the part I hate. I don't hate it, okay? Just... it's something, okay? It's not hard. It's just something. Don't have to explain it. I'm gonna go up to the guards and they'll be like, huh? Hey, how'd you get in there, Mutt? This is terrible. How did you get past our foolproof defenses? How could we let Queen Himiko down like this? Ugh, get out of here, Mutt. Alright, fine. It's fine. I don't have business here anymore anyways. Rao, are you still here? Hey, babe. I had a word with Himiko. Judging by her face, I say she's not a bad apple after all. You were allowed an audience with Queen Himiko? I haven't been able to meet with her recently. I'm certainly relieved to hear that she looks well. But I also hear the water dragon's tyranny has reached new heights, no trading ships can get through, city's food's running low, and the evil besieging our fair land still looms in the shadows. You know what? It's fine. We'll take care of it. Alright, we no longer need this fire barrier, so we can actually change it back out for our mat. There we go. So that's fine. But yeah, now I get to head to the border, which means we get to go to the beach. A bigger beach. A larger beach. A funner beach. Not really. But there is a lot of stuff to do, and I actually like it. And we get one of the most useful powers in the game, which I should probably prepare for that. Plus, the more powers we have, then the more side quests we can do, like catching that thief. So, yep. Alright. I want to do some shopping. I want to sell some stuff first, starting with treasures. Because I need the monies, because I don't have monies. Three, which is nice. Two, which is nice. One, which is nice. Whoa, Kutani pottery sells for 12,000. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Buy. I don't need any of that. I want this. Yeah, I want fish. Give me like 10. Give me 14 fish. Thanks. I must be prepared. Oi, oi, oi. But yeah, no, Monster Hunter Wilds has been really, really fun. I'm so excited to be playing it. There's obviously a lot they can improve on, and I look forward to there being more content, since once you reach high rank, there's not like a lot of new fights, but there's a pretty good number. But yeah, so I am really looking forward to that. Alright. Huh? Hey, that's the border key, a permit from Queen Himiko for crossing the border. What on earth are you doing with something like that? Rules are rules. Anyone bearing that's allowed to pass here. You must be on some very important business, I suppose. I'll open the gate straight away. Now we get to go to the border. I remember crossing over on this side in Okami Den. I believe this is where we meet that, the kid that looks like Waka. North Ryoshima Coast. Now then, where's this Dragonian domain? Sounds like something that might be under the sea. But I'd rather not have to get wet if I could help it. And it's not because I'm afraid of that pesky water dragon. It's just you swim so slow you practically put me to sleep. Yeah, Isu, sure. Whoa! Bonjour, Amaterasu. I trust you enjoyed our little adventure through that hole. The city's air has sure cleared up thanks to you. Just ignore him and maybe he'll go away. Come on, Amy. Why so grumpy today? Didn't you notice the view? It used to be one big curse zone out here. But yours truly pulled off one of those great divine interventions. What? I really wanted to wait for you two, but I couldn't stand leaving the sea in such a cursed state. Ah, the sea off Ryoshima Coast is back to its beautiful self. Is this what they mean by prettier than a picture, my little friend? What's that supposed to mean, pretty boy? Oh, just a little something I overheard somewhere. So, my little bouncing friend, you're a wandering artist, no? I want to see how beautiful your paintings are. Just one would be fine. Pretty please. Huh? My art's none of your business. Why should I show you anyways? You really are in a bad mood today. You're not one of those imposters who claims to be an artist, but could not paint a picture if his life depended on it, are you? What? Oh, nothing. It is just something some old man mentioned. His grandson, who was also his apprentice, ran away from home. And he took the old man's painting of a wood sprite with him. Do you think he might claim to have painted that masterpiece? I mean, there are many unscrupulous people out there. Sometimes it's hard to spot an imposter in the wide world of art. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Now make like a tree and leave. Or you can stick around if you'd rather get sliced and diced. Excusez-moi, you don't have to get all hot under the collar. It would appear I've struck a raw nerve. Well, since I have no prophecies or anything for you this time, I suppose I'll just be on my merry way. Au revoir, baby. Is that lore? Waka! There's a giant nose! God. Anywho. Oh yeah, I forgot. We slow it down because it's too fast. Too bad slowing it down, like, legit takes a lot of work. Hiya. I see treasure. There we go. I was like, why am I all zoomed in? Gib. Alright. And over here's a clover. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so kitty. Fishy. I love how there's so many different cats. Oh, look at them. Look at all these cats. Anywho. Alright, so we can't get up here without this power, which we do not have at this time. So, with that being said, because we do not have this power, we have to go about acquiescing this power. We got to go get it. So, but I'm just looking around to see what all is available in this area, so, because there is a lot to do. Oh, there's some foxes. And we need all the praise we can get. We also have to save up money, because I will have to go back to the dojo at some point, too. Because we still have a lot to pick up in terms of getting combos, unlocking powers, that sort of thing, so... the more money, the merrier. Now, normally what I would do in this case is I would legit just go and fish. Oh yeah, the water dragon's like super close, like in Ryoshima. But anyways, normally what I would do, like I said, is I would go and fish up a lot of things. I'd sell all the fish, make uber amounts of money. I probably still will go and do that. It's just right now, the reason why I haven't is just because I haven't really been playing as consistently as I want to. Just because, like I said, Monster Hunter came out and that's been occupying all my time. So I'll probably do that at some point, just log in just to fish a lot, get a lot of money, and then just kind of go from there, but up until I do that, of course, Infinity Stone, which we do like. See, so right there is Oni Island, and you're probably like, oh, it's Oni Island! Yeah, it will be in a different spot eventually, so yeah, we don't care about it right now, right? There's no way to reach it, we're not gonna get there in any timely manner, so yeah. So just ignore it, don't worry about it, it's not worth it. But we are gonna go in here, though. Oh, welcome. We're happy to see anyone here at the moment, even a dog. There just isn't any fresh fish available these days. We've hardly got any customers at all. We're well known for Mr. Umi's fresh fish dishes. I hope you'll get to try one of them. I hope I will too. Goodness gracious, whatever will I do? Even I, the great chef Umi, can't cook without ingredients. I'm at the end of my rope. Cyclone Chef Umi. Listen, doggy, can I bend your furry little ear? There's no good fish here lately, and I can't cook without fish. I feel like I'm starting to lose my touch. I've had enough. There's gotta be something around here that'd make a good meal. Hey, what are you looking at? Oh no, it'd be too much effort getting all that fur off of you. I need some juicy fruits of the sea to show what I can do, and they must be fresh. It's an insult to the sea and the fish if the dish goes wrong. Now I don't know what the story is with the water dragon, but I do know that the fish I need aren't being caught. Still, I've asked the fisherman. I can't do any more than that. I guess all I can do is sit tight and wait for good news. Okay, so we don't have the ingredient he currently needs, but helping Mr. Umi is going to help us a lot because it'll teach us how to take care of these giant coral rocks that we can't really seem to cut through at the moment. Those ones, right there. So, he said that he spoke with the fisherman, so that gives us a hint that maybe we too should go talk to the fisherman. But we'd have to find the fisherman first. And that is, first and foremost, is finding the fisherman. But already, we're getting an idea of what we need to do, even though, I mean, I already know what I'm supposed to go do. And again, that is kind of the hard part of when you're replaying a game, which I do plan to replay a lot of the games that I love. Well, that's a merchant. And then this is a clover. Give... Bopple bopple. Give... Ooh, we're at 300. Wasn't there something we needed for 300? 350 for astral pouch, we need 400 for ink. 170 for health, but I'm not worried about health right now. Hey! Hmm? Ah, yes, that's a great idea. That would sell like hotcakes. A donut in the shape of Oni Island. The Doni Nut. It'll be great. Look, you can see Oni Island from here. This is the perfect spot to sell Oni Island merchandise. Gotta make the best of a bad deal, right? Or wind up miserable. That demon-shaped island appeared out of nowhere a while ago, when the water dragon went crazy and the city got that weird fog. All that's happened since that island turned up. And every day it looks like it's in a different place, too. There can't be a weirder sight anywhere in the world. Oni Island, eh? Bet it's gonna be tough getting over there. And once we get there, I bet we'll wish we never did. What are you muttering about? It's time to liven up and do some business. You want shopping duty, Pooch? Then let's take a look. Alright, let's see what he's got. If he's got gold dust, then I need it. But he doesn't! Of course he doesn't. Crap. Oh, man. Well, I was hoping he would. I heard a dog. There you are. I was like, I heard it. I know it's there. There you go. Like I said, need all that praise. Give me all that praise. Now the fisherman is right there. So, with that being said, we can go take care of that here uno momento. Alright, so we see these kids over here. So let's go see what they're up to. Hey Ryoshima, you got taken by that Porsa guy, right? And he took you out to a castle at the bottom of the sea? That's true. Where's that... It's Porca, but where's that Porca now, huh? Yeah, where's he now? Yeah, where is he? What are they talking about? It ain't Porca, it's Orca. He's an emissary of the Dragon Palace. And he only comes for people worthy of going there. Yeah, right. Didn't your mom teach you not to tell lies? Let's get him. Yeah, get him. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Only cowards gang up on people like that. Hey, who's that? Good timing. I'm bored of playing with him now. Come on, let's go play somewhere else. Yeah. Let's go play. Those little jerks. What do you think those little brats were talking about, Amy? What did they mean by a castle at the bottom of the sea? Hey kid, how long do you plan on staying like that? Hey, I'm talking to you. What's wrong, kid? Huh? I must have dozed off. I reckon I do that a lot on the beach. Fisherman Ryoshima. I don't know who you all are, but I sure appreciate you waking me up. When I ain't got the strength to go home, sometimes I nap here. You were sleeping? You really had us worried, hunch over so long like that. You're not sick or injured, are you? No, sir. I'm fit as a fiddle, I am. Just taking a nap on the beach is all. Oh. Well, that's a relief. Anyway, what was that about the castle at the bottom of the sea? Would you mind filling us in? No one ever believes me about that. There's a land under the sea here in Ryoshima. The Dragonians and the sea god live there in the Dragon Palace. The Dragon Palace is an amazing place, real purty. I haven't been there in a dog's age, though. Dragon Palace, land of the Dragonians. They're the ones controlling the water dragon. Himiko said so. So just how does one get down to that palace, Bucket Boy? How could a big-boned lad like you elude the water dragon and make it all the way down to the bottom of the sea? The water dragon was much nicer in those days. But you can't just choose to go to the Dragon Palace, see? Only worthy people can go. If you're worthy, an emissary called Orca comes to get you. So this Orca dude is an emissary from the Dragon Palace? And just how do you meet this guy anyways? Now that's one question that ain't so easy to answer. Y'all see that pier over yonder? That pier is where I met Orca. I was looking out to the sea when he came with the morning sun. Orca only comes if you're worthy of the Dragon Palace, I reckon. Okay. So, now that we know that, we're gonna go ahead and go inside this house here. Also, I heard piggies. Yeah, sorry about the weird transition. It's just I started choking to death because of the weather. Well, well, ain't you a fine-looking wolf? White as snow. What you doing in an old beach house like this, then? I ain't got nothing for you, but you can rest here if you like. Ryoshima is always out fishing on his own. He must be lonely without any friends, poor thing. Feel terrible for him, but there ain't nothing I can do. It makes me so mad being so helpless. Yeah, it gets weirder. Now, it says that he's always usually out fishing. Hey, piggy! Hey, piggy! But it says he's always out fishing, so I believe that we have to use Ryoshima to fish up the huge fish that Mr. Umi wants, but I don't remember when's about. We have to do that. No. Is he still... Okay. Alright, so he ain't gonna... We ain't gonna bother with that. Okay, maybe there's another fisherman. We already fed those piggies, so now we're gonna go up here and we're gonna see what's going on this place. And they got cows. But yeah, no, this weather has me coughing. And the thing is like, I'm not sick, it's just sinuses. And that's what happens when you live in the Midwest, so... The weather's bipolar at best, and sinuses are horrid, so... This water looks weird. What's up? Whoa, there's a face I know. It's been a while, Poochie. Hey, you're that apple guy who was over by the big drawbridge. We didn't see you in the city. What are you doing here? Well, I've had a complete change of heart since then. I gave up my old job and set off on a journey to own my skills. This suits me much better than my formal duties back in the city. Nippon's best archer and his bow, Golden Fire, are still in top form. Here, Pooch, why not have a bite to eat and relax a bit? What is that, some sort of training to own your skill? You got it. See that fruit hanging on the tree over on that little island? That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going right back to the basics. But that fruit is as hard as stone. Nothing damages it, even if I hit it dead center 100 times. It sounds strange, but that's what makes it a good target. Here, Poochie, why not have a bite to eat and relax a bit? Alright, so obviously what we're waiting for is we're waiting for him to launch his bow. Okay, and once he does that, we are going to take this water. We're gonna put it on his arrow. Ta-da! What in the world? My arrow! It just made that fruit ripen. These arrows must be possessed or something. Oh no, I just remembered. I've got to be somewhere. Where was it again? Never mind, gotta go, can't be late. And just for the record, I'm not running away. I'm not scared. Well, goodbye and good luck. Alright. And now we get a free item. Ah. We just have to get over to the tree. Which isn't impossible, mind you. Push-on! 30 praise! Hey, we're actually almost to 100. Let's go ahead and examine. Wow, this guarding sapling's just bursting with blossoms. Wonder how long this puppy's been watching over Ryoshima Coast. Oh. Ow! And then we got the Traveler's Charm. Alright, anything else? Bobble bobble. Alright, now obviously there was an easier way we could have done this, but, you know, it is what it is. I chose the hard way. That's just how I be, okay? But obviously we are going to be heading to that pier, so, you know, just a little wind to get us there. The whole house rocks. I never even knew that. That is so funny to me. Oh, goodness. Alright. So, It said that Orca came with the morning sun, which means we can just look out here and create the sun, and then Orca should show up, right? Something's coming. It's Orca! Why does this big fish look so happy? It's kind of creeping me out. Ah! Orca! Orca, it's you! It's been a dog's age. I stopped counting the years. Did you come to take me back to the Dragon Palace? Oh, shit. Orca? This is the emissary or whatever of the Dragonians. Dragon Palace emissary Orca. At last, one worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hop on. I'll take you to the Dragon Palace. Hear that, Amy? I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. Even that water dragon's no match for me. You heard him. What are we gonna do, Amy? Oh, I guess you already made up your mind. Alright, so we can hop on Orca. That's not really an issue. Hey. Hey, are you alright? Kiddo? Orca must have forgot about little old me. I reckon I ain't worthy of going to the Dragon Palace after all. To tell the truth, that day I was on that pier at first light. I was only half awake, and I up and fell in and started drowning. When I came to, I was on Orca's back down at the Dragon Palace. That was really a long time ago. Until then, I thought the stories about Orca coming at sunrise was just a load of hooey. Okay, so he's not up to fishing just yet. I think we have to finish the whole Dragonian thing first. Which, I mean, is fine. But we're not going there yet. We are doing something else. This is Orca? Not a very creative name. He looks kind of fishy, pun intended. Want to hitch a ride? Yes. You do? Well, I suppose we don't have much of a choice. Might as well take advantage of him now that he's here. I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. The water dragon's no match for me. Hear that, Amy? You believe him? Maybe we should have him take us to the Dragon Palace. I'm afraid I can't do that yet. Huh? You must complete the final ordeal decreed by Otohime. Only then will you be worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hear that, Amy? Hey, Orca, is this Otohime chick your boss or something? She's got a lot of nerve letting the water dragon run amok. Listen, Orca, we want to ride down to the Dragon Palace. So let's hear about that ordeal you were talking about. The entrance to the Dragon Palace is a whirlpool, but it's hidden. Right now, to keep out the evil beings that plague this area, you must find the whirlpool amid the vast sea. That is the ordeal decreed by Otohime. Hear that, Amy? Sounds like a piece of cake. I mean, the sea's packed with places begging to be explored. We'll just have to check them all out till we find that whirlpool. I mean, that's easy, but... that it basically tells you where to go, you know? Well, what are we waiting for? Full speed ahead, fish breath. Alright, so, now that we have Orca, we can indeed explore various islands. Now, this would be how we got to the Guardian Sapling before, but there are lots of places. So, first we're going to go ahead and check out this island over here and see if there's anything interesting. Yep. And of course we can always just ride Orca back, so as long as we remember where we parked our fish. Alright, so we can't do anything here just yet, just because we don't have the ability to do so. Once we catch the fish, then we can do so. So actually, let's just go ahead and get this power first. So So we'll do that, and then I'll do some exploring on my own, because we're really not gonna... There's not too much to be encountered otherwise. What is on this shell, though? I wouldn't want it to be like a stray bead or something. Oh, it's just a god charm. Where's that meowing coming from? I think it's coming from the tower. It's kind of creepy, but let's go check it out. Well, that's what I was doing. Isun. Yep. Aw, kitties. I love kitties. Thing is like, I'm just an animal person. I've never really understood the whole, like, cat person versus dog person, because I'm just an animal person, you know? So, 400. Ink pot's full! Alright, we will go ahead and save, just because we've made a lot of progress, and I would hate if we lost anything, so... but this will probably be, like, the last thing that we do for this video, just because it'll probably take up the rest of the time. But then we'll have made, like, really good progress, honestly. I mean, I think so, anyways. Boo-doo-doo. Huh, sounds like that annoying meowing that's coming from the top of this tower. Hey, look at those paw prints on the wall. Isn't that the mark of the catwalk? It's one of the 13 celestial brush techniques. Wait, maybe that means... Crazy. Wait, Alright, so it's fire, which is easy, because then we just wind. Why did the wind not work? Now they're ice elemented, but we don't have fire. Actually, we do. We have this stupid inferno technique. Which uses up all my ink. Okay. You obtain Mark of Kabigami. Okay, so this is one of those places where you have to, like, investigate, because there are literally cats everywhere, and this is why I wanted to stock up on fish. Because I don't remember how many cats there are to feed, but there's a good amount. At least you know this place probably has, like, no mice. Another cat. But also this can be, like, completion hell for the people that are trying to feed all the animals to get all the praise to get the achievement. Like, that has to be rough, because this place has so many, like, individual animals. So yeah, that's hard. Like that. And they're so easy to miss because they go out of screen so fast, so, you know. I also thought about, like, streaming this game to finish it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like that would be kind of a disservice. Camera, please, just behave for me. Ah, fuck. I guess I'll just wait. But hey, Clover. I was trying to cheese it. But I shouldn't have done that, clearly. Oh well. We're not gonna cheese it. We'll just get through it. I can cheese it later. There is a safe spot here, so I can just come through and get everything I miss. I remember this part frustrating me because there are places where, like, you're supposed to stick, but you don't stick. And there's obviously these, like, various platforms that you're supposed to, like, reach or whatever. Yeah, and it creates a barrier. But it creates a barrier, which is helpful. But then, like, it can make it hard to make it to the various, like, if you miss a platform, it can be kind of frustrating, because you want to check out every platform, because there's something on every platform. So you just want to make sure that you don't miss anything. Which hopefully I don't, but, you know. But also it just seemed to, like, take a while. But yeah, the trick is you jump, and then when you press the jump button again, like, as long as you're on the glowing, like, gold, you will stick to the wall. You're supposed to stick to the wall. But I guess, like, when I was younger, there's places, like, where I missed, I guess, the wall. I was trying to, like, go to the side, because especially when you're going to the side, it can be kind of tricky. Especially when you're moving at a diagonal or something like that. It can be kind of tricky, like this. So you just have to be pretty deliberate, otherwise you fall. And then the farther up you go, there's no music, and it can get kind of eerie. But yeah, after I'm done with Okami, I'm really not sure what I'm gonna play next, because there's just so many good games. I thought about going back to BioShock, but also I want to play some games that I've never gotten to play before. I downloaded some Sonic games. I've got, like, Sonic Adventure DX, the director's cut. And here's the thing with that. I never really got to play those games growing up, and so, like, I saw them on sale, and I was like, you know what, that would be really cool. I thought that'd be, like, something really awesome to invest in. So I went ahead and gave it a try, I was gonna give it a try. And it's because it's considered, like, a really funny game, I thought, well, why not play it on the channel, you know? Same as, like, I downloaded other games, like the Klonoa series, like, I heard that that was really good, but I also downloaded a lot of games that I know that I truly love and enjoy, such as, you know, BioShock, Borderlands, that sort of thing. But all the games that I play are very, they're games that you really have to invest a lot of time in, so it's one of those things where it's like, I would love to play these games for you. I have no problem playing these games. But at the same time, like, I have, like, gamer ADHD, and I don't know, like, the idea of investing all that time in these longer games that I've already beaten, sometimes it's just not as appealing to me. So it really would just depend on what I want to play. I plan on doing, like, more polls and stuff and leaving it mostly up to a vote. I think some of the games I would more or less, like, stream it rather than anything else. But the thing is I do have, like, stream anxiety. I used to stream, but that was on Mixer, where I guess, like, it just didn't feel like I had to put as much effort into it. The idea of streaming on YouTube kind of terrifies me, just because it's something I've never done before, and I'm kind of uncomfortable with things that I obviously, like, don't know or that I'm not experienced in. So that would definitely be something. Also, you'll notice that there was no barrier created on this one. That's because there is not always a barrier, and that's part of what can make it so frustrating if you fall, because then you're just kind of like going right back down to where you were. And this does require a lot of the sideways platforming, which can be kind of a pain. So, I found that the HD version, to me, was not as picky when it came to the button inputs, which I always really appreciated, so... I still find myself, like, super concentrated, though, even though it's really not that bad. And then, of course, we do finally get our barrier, which is nice. Not as many cats to beat, though. Cat statue. But definitely a lot of treasures. Which I like treasure, because treasure means money, and I like money. Money, money, money. Oh yeah, that's another game. I also downloaded SpongeBob's Battle for Bikini Bottom. I want to play that so bad. So I am pretty sure that that is going to be my next venture, because, yeah, like, that looks so fun to me. Mermaid coin. I love that they give us a mermaid coin so we can just basically say screw this island, I don't want to be here anymore. But at the same time, most people get here on Orca, so it makes no sense. You know? I mean, I guess they just don't want to, like, go back down the tower, but there's places to climb on the tower, so I don't understand why you wouldn't want to go back down the tower, because unless you cheesed it like the way I was going to, and then you don't, you know, and then you can get the treasure that way, but... Alright, let's just making sure that there's nothing else over here. Always have a look-see, because the thing is this is one of those games where you can easily just miss, you know? Aww, kitty! Amy, look, there's a kitty cat over there. Wonder what it's doing all alone up here. Couldn't have climbed all the way up itself, could it? Surely there couldn't be anything to eat all the way up here. There you go. Nice and happy with a full belly. Aww. It stopped meowing. Huh? A constellation? Here? It's a big one. So we got here, and here, and here, and here. The butt wiggle. Ah! Where's he soon? They just bat it back and forth. Poor Isun. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. The swirling whirlpool of evil below has driven me to this height. From this perch, I observe the world below and its descent. If my power is needed once again, I, Kabegami, god of walls, shall gladly offer a bridge of hope to the realm below. Hey, I'm not your personal toy to be played with like that. Wait a sec, that must have been Kabegami, one of the 13 gods. You know, the one with the catwalk brush technique. And this kitty right here is a messenger of the gods. And here I thought it was just some stray cat. Whoa, check it out. The statue started to glow. Oh, I get it. The Kabagami statue is telling you to use the catwalk power. Amy, put your brush on the statue and draw a line up the wall. That'll let you transfer the god's catwalk power into the wall. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes! Will you look at that, Amy? The mark of Kabagami has appeared. On the path you drew from the Kabagami statue. Blah, blah, blah. Now you can climb walls anytime you want. Yep. Speaking of which, remember those other Kabagami statues we saw? We should try our new brush technique on them too. Well, yeah, I will. Hiya. Wink. Wink. Look at this big old cat statue. Whoa, that's one big kitty statue. This must be the top of the tower. Doesn't that wind feel great? We can't climb it. It's fine. Shoo! Sun fragment. Nice. So now, we can we jump? Will you let us? Can I just, thanks. Whoa. Alright. All the way down. Yep. Easy. Easy. Alright. Now, here's the hard part, right? So you have to make sure you back up, because you have to be able to transfer it all up the wall. And that's kind of like the tricky part about the power, is just you gotta make sure that you're able to transfer, like, the whole thing. Because otherwise, if you can't see the whole thing, then you've just messed it up for yourself. Which, like I said, requires backing up a little, changing your camera angle, and then... Which was something I kind of just didn't understand as a kid, which could be kind of frustrating. So. Okay, we got that one, we got that one. Is there any more? I don't know if we've gotten this one, so... Yep, okay. So we got them all. Alright. So now we have the cat power, which means now we can do several things, including opening up the whirlpool to the Dragon Palace. But we're not going to do that right now, because I don't want to. Instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to continue to explore, okay? And we're going to end this episode here. So anyways, that's all I got for this episode, but thank you so much. And I'm so glad to be back playing Okami. So leave a like on this episode if you like it and if you want to see more. Obviously leave a comment with any tips, tricks, or advice, or anything like that, or if you just want to talk about Okami. I mean, heck, if you want to talk about any games that you've been playing recently that you'd like me to check out, that you think I'd like, based on the games that you've seen me play, I will definitely check them out. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode, so thank you guys so much for your continued support on my channel. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Alright, ciao you guys.